I'm Dereck Hankerson with FirstCoast.tv. Through the month of March, we've had the pleasure of interviewing women during Women's History Month who are in positions of power and leadership. This morning, we have the opportunity to interview and question Commissioner Rachael Bennett. Commissioner, good morning.
Good morning, Dereck.
I have a series of questions for you, but when I woke up this morning and got my morning paper, I noticed that St. Johns County was ranked as #1 with reference to health and wellness. How does that feel?
It feels great. You know, St. Johns County has been recognized lately for so many good things here. Being first in health and wellness is a good thing for us. People are looking for a healthy lifestyle now. So I think it really puts us above some of our neighbors.
What's the biggest challenge facing the county today with the increase of population, with the increase of building permits and things of that nature?
I think our greatest challenge right now, Dereck, is our success. Our residents enjoy very high quality of life. We have good recreation facilities, good roads, good services. But as the population increases, it puts a tremendous strain on our budget. And meeting the needs of those services is going to be a tremendous challenge for us.
How do we address services versus tax increases?
Well, the Board of County Commissioners is pretty much dead set against raising any ad valorem tax. That's property tax. Because people's homes should be sacred. But we do need to increase our revenues, there's no doubt. Or we're going to have to drastically cut services. And the people that will be most affected by the cut in those services are the people that need the most. Public libraries, the health services, the transit, and so on. And recreation. So we will be faced with going with only the most critical services, police, fire, and roads.
I do not believe there is a box, so I can't really say I'm thinking outside of the box, but is it possible to tax the tourists that are coming into town who are using our services because we have an increase in tourism?
There are 3 ways to tax our visitors. One is a bed tax, but the use of that money is very restricted. It can only be to encourage more tourism. The other is a gas tax, but that also hurts a lot of people that need to get to work. The other is a sales tax, which the visitors bring about 30% of the sales tax to the county. And sales tax, one additional penny on the dollar, would bring in about $26 million to the county annually.
Wow. That's a head scratcher.
That's a head scratcher.
Well, I'm glad that you and the other commissioners are the commissioners and have the knowledge to make the best informed decisions for the residents of St. Johns County.
Well, now I would like to say that the sales tax is not something the commission can invoke. If we were to look at a sales tax for revenue, it would go to a ballot, and everybody in the county, regardless of party affiliation, every registered voter would vote. If the majority of the voters voted in, there would be a sales tax. If the majority of the voters voted down, there would not, and we would be looking at some drastic budget cuts.
I don't think the average public knows that, because it seems like they're always beating up on the county commissioners and the county administration when they don't actually know the facts. So you're saying, if I'm to paraphrase this correctly, that the voters would decide.
That's right. Now, a gas tax I can impose, but I don't want to do that. I think this is such an important question. This is going to determine the next 10 years of our county and the services we provide, and are we going to continue to be #1? It's a question that only the voters should decide.
Right. How has your profession assisted you with your position as county commissioner?
Well, my profession was as a land planner, and I specialized in land use and the regulatory environment. And so it has helped me here because I understand what applicants are faced with, the maze that they have to get through to come to hearing. I understand some of the deeper implications of what they're asking for and what we're imposing on them. So I think it allows me to have a more balanced approach to things.
As a woman, what are the challenges and benefits of you in this position as a county commissioner?
I think, Dereck, one of the things that women really specialize in is consensus building and kind of understanding the relationship between people. And let's face it, the most successful decisions by a commission is one in which there is consensus, not only on the commission, but also with the applicants, with the residents.
Right.
You will never answer all questions, but in order to get to a good answer, you need to understand everyone's viewpoint. And I think that kind of gives us a unique perspective on things.
So that is what you're saying is that's just in the DNA.
That's kind of in the DNA.
I would totally agree with that. My last question is, what can we look forward to in our county commission during this next year when we're in a growth spurt?
Yes.
Once again.
Well, it will be nice when we actually get a full commission again.
Right.
But I think what we will be grappling with is the question of our growth.
Right.
And how to move forward successfully, and with things provided as they should be. We're also entering a new age. For instance, we never thought much about transit.
No.
We never thought much about bicycle trails.
Right.
Those things are big on my list.
Yes.
I don't care so much about more roads, bigger roads.
Right.
I care about other ways people move around and other ways people want to live. So I think we're going to see some shifting in our regulations and the direction we're taking, and we need to really start thinking big picture.
I did say that was my last question, but I might have one more as well as a comment. I'm very excited that St. Johns County has 3 cycling trails that connect in Armstrong. And Armstrong, as you know, was founded in 1886 after the Civil War, where folks who were former slaves did get their 40 acres. And St. Johns County was one of those areas, and Armstrong was that development. Armstrong is very unique in the sense that it has the rails to trails, the Sea Island Loop, and the East Coast Greenways. And the East Coast Greenways goes from Key West to Maine. And I'm very excited that you brought that up, because I know that cycling is very important to a lot of people, and I would imagine, correct me if I'm wrong, that that's one of the reasons why St. Johns County has the ranking of #1, because cycling is part of health and fitness.
It could easily be. Could be. It is. It's an important part. It's a great pastime. It's something families can do together.
Right.
It's a good way for people to work off stress. And as you know, stress is one of the leading health bugs, so to speak. So I see cycling as something that we really need to pay more attention to and try to funnel some resources that way. But again, you know, we're budget constrained.
That's right,
so.
and cycling safety for that matter.
Yes.
Everybody's in a hurry.
Yes.
Well, thank you very much, Commissioner, for your time today, and we look forward to catching up with you in the future.
Good, thank you.